Hello, learners, and welcome to another week at CPDLF. This week, we're going to examine practice problems for our weekly launch. And you can do practice problems in any subject, from science to math, even to history. Practice writing out your answers and looking at, multiple step questions. Okay, so this is going to cover lots of different areas. So hopefully you'll take away an idea or two that maybe you can apply to your subjects. Okay, so here we go. Possibly. There we go. Had a little mental freeze right there. Okay, so understanding how to use practice problems in order to effectively master information. So you're saying, what am I needing to do? So in other words, you're going to be able to solve word, multi-step word, and other problems, and it's going to help you become smarter, okay? Because you're going to be able to break down these problems. So in other words, you are about to learn various strategies on how you can effectively tackle practice problems and become a practice problem-solving expert. So here are some good things to model. So first of all, you want to read it. You have to understand what they're actually asking you. And I find sometimes when I'm grading history assignments, they're not even answering the correct question because maybe they didn't understand it, maybe they didn't read it a few times, but you need to read the problem and then reread it, and then sometimes even read it a third time. I'm a huge fan of highlighting information. So I print things that I think are important or take pictures of things with my phone that are important. Sometimes in Learning Lab, we'll even talk about it. A learner will be sitting beside me and we'll talk about what the problem really means to better understand it. So maybe you don't understand it, but your learning coach can look at it and help you. You're going to think about it, make a plan. What strategy can we use and why should we use this? And you go with it. You solve it. You apply your strategies. You may need to revise and talk about a different strategy if it's not working. Show your work. Show that you're working out your problems and ask yourself, is the answer reasonable? Sometimes you can plug it back in if it's a math problem and see if it adds up to what it should be. So explain it. Answer the questions. Tell, show, write. First of all, I noticed, then, use good communication when you're writing out your essays or short answers. So you can do practice in all different subjects, whether it's for history, which you're practicing learning how to write out your short answers or your essays, and answering the what, the where, the when. This is the problem-solving loop. You identify what problem you're looking for. You explore, information, create ideas, you select your best idea, you build on that idea, and then you look at your results. Is it what you wanted? And solving word problems. You read the problem carefully, you underline the facts, you can draw a picture. My son's in second grade, and for math, he is always drawing pictures. So Common Core is all about pictures and, showing different ways to solve something. And, you might get the same answer as somebody else, but they solved it slightly different, and that's fine. Write a number sentence for the problem, solve the problem, but showing your work is a huge thing. And then, go back through and check your answer. So this is more math and different things. It's just giving you helpful hints to solve word problems. Like when you're looking for, maybe addition or something, you're looking for the sum, or subtraction is fewer, or multiplication is times. So sometimes there's word hints in what they're asking you. Okay, multi-step practice problems. There are word problems in which you need to complete 2 or more steps, and this is very common. It's okay, and we're going to learn together, how we can do this. Okay, so first you need to read the directions. So when I'm sitting in Learning Lab, I read the directions multiple times with my learners. We read the directions, we reread the directions. Sometimes we print out what they're asking, and then we'll highlight, we'll underline things. We'll look for, dates or names or what we're exactly looking for. We'll underline or highlight the question because there could be more than one thing that you're answering. And ask yourself, what exactly is this question asking? The problem may give you extra information that you don't necessarily need. They may want to trick you. Test makers are not your friends. Okay, so sometimes all of the following, accept this, And if you're confused, go back and reread the directions and the problem again. And, ask somebody else to look at it. I've done that in Learning Lab too. Just the other day, I wasn't exactly sure what this one problem was asking. I had read it, reread it. And so I asked somebody to look at it and give me their opinion. And sometimes it just takes two people to, figure out what's going on. So you have a plan, you're going to solve, and then you're going to check your work. And always, like I said, use your scratch paper, print, highlight. Okay, don't be afraid. I have learners come in. I said, do you have paper? Where are your notes? Where's this? And they're like, we don't have any. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you need to have notes, and definitely use that. There's actually a really awesome app that I'm going to also put in this link under it. And you guys can try that out. I've heard very good things about it. It's a good place to keep notes. And, hopefully some people will try it out and let me know what they think. Okay, you've just learned how to use practice problems in order to effectively master information. Now go share your knowledge. If you're in Learning Lab and can help somebody, help them, okay? The little meme, you're like a genius, okay? So hopefully I gave you some ideas, but it's really all about, taking notes, reading, rereading. And like I said, I notice a lot of people sometimes don't break down the problem, and they miss steps, they don't completely understand, and they miss parts of the answer. Okay, so if you have any questions, reach out to me. I will post a link under the video on this app on where you can take notes, and then it's all in one good place, and that might help you as well. Okay, have a great week. Bye.